Collective, welcome to our channel. This is Two Mystics Collective and my name is Heini.
And my name is Martina. Please remember to like our videos, whatever resonates with you, and also subscribe so you will not miss anything. And also remember to leave a comment how you like the videos, or if there will be something that you would like us to do, like a reading or a topic that you would like us to have a video about.
This time we wanted to talk to you about Dark Night of the Soul because we have been talking about it in some of our readings and also in when we did the Ascension video.
Yes.
So what is Dark Night of the Soul and how do you experience it? What can you do about it and what happens during that period? So would you like to begin?
I can begin, and I can begin also from my own experience, what I've experienced. So Dark Night of the Soul is a period in your life that you might, well, this is also, you have to remember that this is also whatever we are talking about, they're also like collective. Whatever resonates with you may not resonate
with everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but usually Dark Night of the Soul can be feel like depression, like you can be super depressed or bipolar. It can feel like you're having mental health issues. You can have a lot of physical issues, illnesses, and like you don't have any strength. Like you feel tired every day. Even if you sleep like 12 hours, you can feel like you haven't slept at all. Nightmares, there's a lot of symptoms about that. But usually it's like when you are feeling, or when there's a lot of negative energy around you, the Dark Night of the Soul can be triggered by that. And you might feel that you don't have the strength to see anyone, to talk to anyone. You're just looking at your phone that, yeah, somebody's calling to me, but I do not want to answer. It can be a lot.
It's a heavy period of time that is usually triggered by ascension. Okay? So when you're starting to ascend, everything that is still in your system that you haven't dealt with, that is still down there, that can be past traumas, any situation, anything that you haven't dealt with, whether it's, to do with another person or with yourself, it surfaces. And it is the period of time of the ascension, it is part of it. And it's necessary because that's when everything that you haven't healed or dealt with will come up to the surface for you to heal. So actually it is a positive thing that happens to us, but it is a very heavy period of time that you're going through. And then usually what happens is that you go into a sort of hermit mode. Mm-hmm. So you just want to be on your own, under the blanket. You don't want to talk to anyone, and you getting these feelings, you can have depression, anxiety, any negative issues, past, memories coming up when somebody did something wrong to you, or you felt, wronged in some way, or injustice in your life. This all comes up so you can heal it. So that is the reason why Dark Night of the Soul happens to us.
And it can also it's always individual how long it lasts. It can be one day for some people. It can be 1 year or decades even. For like several, 10 to 20 years for someone. But the point, exactly what you just said, the point of the Dark Night of the Soul is that when the emotion or surface or the memory surfaces, it comes to the surface, it's from the universe, from your guides, from your higher selves, from your angels, from your guardian angels. It's a sign that, okay, you have, let's just pretend that there's a childhood memory, a very negative memory that surfaces, and you haven't dealt with that, and it comes to your mind like all of a sudden in the middle of your work day, it comes to your mind. And it might trigger depression and whatnot. So that's a sign from the universe and your higher self and the angels that you haven't dealt with this yet, and it's affecting your everyday life. And for example, that is something that can trigger the dark night of the soul. And then you have to go to yourself and ask yourself that, why haven't I dealt with this issue, for example? Why haven't I, have I forgiven myself? Have I forgiven the other person who did wrong for me, for example? It can be a situation like that.
Yeah, it can be multiple things, but the most important thing is to remember that whenever this trigger rises, it's actually an indication that this is what you need to heal.
Yes.
So instead of thinking that this is a curse, it's actually a blessing, because now you have the chance to heal it.
Yes.
So dark night of a soul is just a part of the process. So it's also important to remember, if you're going through that, this is part of the process. It will pass as long as you pay attention to whatever triggers come up.
Yes.
Treat them as blessings.
And not curses. Yeah.
Yeah. And begin to find the solutions to heal them. Now, obviously, me and Martina, we have a lot of tools to help you with these issues. If any triggers, we can help you. So, our contact details are down there below, so you can contact us if you have any questions or if you need any help with it.
Yes.
But we've both been through that. We know, and a lot of our friends, our customers, we know a lot of people. Everybody, when you start the process of ascension,
It's heavy as F.
you will at some point go through the dark night of the soul, and it's not just one thing, one moment. You can have many of these.
multiple thingies, and it can even go like from Monday to Tuesday you will have the dark night of the soul, and from Wednesday to Sunday you'll be mighty fine. Like it's always individual, and it can go throughout years, decades, your whole lifetime. But exactly what Heini just said, that when it arises to the surface, that is your best chance to acknowledge the issue, acknowledge the problem, acknowledge the emotion and feeling, and then let it go, heal it, whatever you need to do with that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is the dark night of the soul, like in a nutshell.
Yeah, exactly. And like said, it's a period of time, and we can have many of these. Well, we ascend, then we descend in a way to the dark night of the soul. So we start healing some things, and then we start ascending again. And then we are at a certain point of ascension. Watch our ascension video to know what it's about. And then we drop again to kind of this dark night of soul. So it's not like, you're going backwards. You're actually moving forward. But it can feel like, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And this can be the sensation, but usually never about the same thing. So last time you had that dark night of the soul was about this issue. Then you ascend, you heal that, you start ascending, you start feeling a lot better, and 6 months after, you're having another period like this,
And it can feel like, oh my God, I did something wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not about that. It's just like new things come up to the surface because you're ready to face them. You're ready to heal them.
Exactly.
So they come up as you are ready to deal with anything that's inside of you that needs healing.
Definitely. And we all acknowledge, you and me, we acknowledge that it can be a super awful, rough period.
Yes. Absolutely.
And it can trigger all kinds of symptoms, physical and mental health issues, for example. And please remember, we are not health professionals,
no.
so please seek professional help if you're feeling any kind of symptoms of mental health or physical issues. So please seek professional help. But yes, the dark night of the soul can trigger any
kinds of things
yes.
that it can be physical, mental, emotional, even spiritual.
Yes.
And even it's not just one thing, you think like you've been through a dark night of the soul. If you hear some crunching, that's my dog, by the way. Enjoying her food. But anyway, if you have one dark night of the soul, you healed from that.
And then there's another.
And after 2 years, another one comes. It's just, like, okay, you're proceeding. You're moving upwards,
Yeah, stairways to heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
Stairways
It's
to
all
heaven.
these ladders you have to walk up with the ascension, okay?
So that will be the dark night of the soul in a nutshell, and we appreciate you guys so much. Please remember to like the video and subscribe so you will not miss anything. And I think probably we will in the future talk about more about the dark night of the soul. We can go more deep if you guys want, so leave a comment about that if you want that.
Absolutely, because we will talk more about it if you wish to. So we hope you're enjoying your time, having a good ascension. If you're going through a dark night of the soul, let us know about it. What are your experiences? How are you feeling about it? And we wish you a lot of blessings, a lot of love. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.